Folks, there's a blue-collar boom out there, and that's what investors are telling us, and that's the subject of the riff. So the Trump trade on Wall Street is predicting a blue-collar boom for the economy. Since election night, Dow Jones is up over 2,000 points, including over $500 earlier today. In fact, the 1,500-point Dow rise on the day after the election was the single largest daily gain in history. And the rally is not just about NVIDIA and the big tech stocks. It's spread to banks and industrials like Caterpillar and small caps in the Russell 2000. And let's not forget that the Trump trade includes the spectacular aforementioned rally in Bitcoin, which, hold on, has gone up 43% or $30,000 since the election 15 days ago. Mr. Trump has styled himself a cryptocurrency aficionado. He's even talking about a crypto czar in the White House. And widespread use of cryptocurrency will provide competition for the excess money created by the Federal Reserve. Very much like Nobelist Friedrich Hayek's idea of competing currencies. The Fed hates it, so it must be a good idea. The Trump trade is also a good bet that he will keep his promises to produce vastly more energy, especially liquid gold. Trump tax cuts 2.0, massive deregulation, budget cuts from Elon and Vivek, and a sound king dollar. And yes, he will protect American business from unfair trading practices using tariffs as a crucial negotiating tool. It could well be a new golden era for the economy and the nation as a whole. Hopefully, the tax cut package will be the very first order of business on the legislative calendar. In order to cement his expanding coalition of working folks of all races and ethnicities, Mr. Trump must quickly restore take-home pay. Real median wages, adjusted for inflation, fell during the Biden years, and along with spiking prices, sunk Kamala Harris in the election. Hopefully, lower energy prices will keep inflation down, while tax and regulatory reductions will boost businesses and profits and jobs and blue-collar pay. Putting tax cuts first is going to be very important. And then, side by side with tax cuts, comes the regulatory revolution led by Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. They're going to be using recent Supreme Court decisions and working with the White House Office of Management and Budget. The DOGE Commission will chop down federal regulations, chop down the size of the federal bureaucracy, chop down the bloated federal budget, and chop down a lot of money that's been authorized but never spent. And it turns out, Senator Rand Paul told us this last night, you only need 51 votes in the Senate to rescind certain types of spending and any number of regulations. What fun. The Trump trade and the blue-collar boom. Me, I'd call all that pure gold. And that's the riff.